What is going on with Rodgers? He is physically there in Pittsburgh at the Steelers facility as we talk, Tom?
Aaron Rodgers was in the Steelers facility this morning. My understanding was this was kind of a last minute type of a thing. Aaron Rodgers came to the facility. He spent some time with coaches. He's been talking to people in the organization for a while now. And there's certainly been a lot of signs that he is seriously considering playing his 21st NFL season in Pittsburgh. This is the first time, though, that Aaron Rodgers has taken an actual visit to a team. Obviously, with the conversations and the revelations a few days ago that the Vikings were not going to be pursuing Aaron Rodgers at this time. That honed in his options very clearly on the Steelers and the Giants. Pittsburgh, for a variety of different reasons, would seem to make the most sense, though the Giants have continued to have a dialogue with Rodgers' agent, Dave Dunn. And today was another step. Now, what I can tell you is what I was told, there is no deal done. There is no deal imminent. It's not like he was coming in to sign. This was, he popped in, he spent time with coaches, spent time around the facility here. This does set the table, though, Rich, for Rodgers to potentially make a decision and in turn then set off the rest of the dominoes across the quarterback market.
So he left the building then? He did leave it? There's no
My understanding is he had been planning to leave right around this time. So
okay.
I don't have a GPS tracker on him, Rich, but that was supposed to be wrapping up right around now.
Well, the reason why I ask, not that you're going to start tracking him, but you know how this works. You want to sign somebody, you don't let them leave the building. And so I guess this is different. Do we know, is he on a tour? Is he now going to see? I mean, he's kind of got to know where the Giants facility is. He doesn't need to look around, that part of New Jersey wondering what it looks like to live there or be in the building, right? It's just instead of green, it's blue, right? I mean,
I would say this, Rich. Aaron Rodgers is doing his own process, and it's not like anybody else's process. You're right. I mean, in the old days of free agency, especially, it was, hey, if you get the guy in the building, don't let him leave, because then if he gets on that plane, he's probably going to the next place. With Aaron, Aaron's got to make up his mind, and he's got two teams right now that have put everything else on hold for him. Again, the Vikings engaged, but we talked about this a few days ago that, at this time, they've talked with Rodgers. He and Kevin O'Connell have a very close relationship. There were ongoing conversations, a lot of respect there. But the Vikings made clear to him that, we're proceeding with J.J. McCarthy, which is the same message that they delivered to the other teams that were calling and saying, hey, all this Rodgers stuff floating around, would you trade J.J. McCarthy? It's no. We're rolling with him as our quarterback here. So for Rodgers, the first question is he going to play? Everything that I have heard is that he is motivated to, put the requisite time in. This is not going to be him being a part-time quarterback. It's going to be, he's going to be motivated to go out and finish his career the right way. Is that going to be in Pittsburgh? Is that going to be with the Giants? Is there a world in which Aaron could just say, I don't feel great about either option, and I'm going to wait and see what else develops? Anything's possible, but certainly it seemed like this has been tracking, Rich, to potentially have a resolution here in the coming days. We'll see exactly when that is. But we do know this, if Aaron Rodgers tells the Steelers or the Giants, I want to come there and play, those teams want that to happen. And I would anticipate that, all the financial stuff and the contract and all that would be secondary and should not be that difficult to figure out.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.